Hello again and welcome back to another one. And today we have a couple of topics to cover. One that continues to surprise fans when it comes to Eminem's activity over the last few weeks, as he was spotted in the Lions game a few hours ago that got the rapper trending when clips hit the web, and we'll get to this in a moment. Today we also have more that continues the saga of Drake versus Joe Budden, and Drake dissed Joe Budden again that sparked some interesting reactions, but we have more from Charlemagne that also raised eyebrows based on his take on Drake's new album, and even King Crooked has shared his thoughts on this drama. More on this in a bit. And at the latter part of the video, we'll be exploring 50 Cent's reaction to the news that Diddy's been linked to Tupac's case that sparked some interesting reactions all over the place. So this hit the web a few hours ago that got Eminem trending from the Ford Field Stadium. And the internet got a close-up from the Lions official account, and as usual, this has fueled even more speculations. Honestly, I wouldn't expected the shot of him just sitting there. Kinda weird, seeing him getting so hyped for the game. Also, is it me, or are we seeing/hearing a lot more from M lately? Could we be getting an album soon? Most likely just grasping at straws, because we've been waiting for almost 3 years for another album, but I can be hopeful, right? But not everyone was excited, as some believe what a clown. Where was he when the Lions were bad?
Oh my God.
Incredible.
Moving on, when it comes to Drake's new project, Charlemagne and Joe Budden seem to be on the same page about wanting 36-year-old Drake to rap mature. And the way Charlemagne spoke about it, you'd think Eminem was his favorite rapper, seeing as Mockingbird has been viral for like 3 years straight. Check it out from the Brilliant Idiots podcast.
I know some places Drake could take it.
Well, no.
If he wanted to go there. I'd love to hear about him in fatherhood. I think that would be fantastic to hear about him and, raising a son, even if it's just like 1 or 2 records, like even if it's just one record, like it's like a deep, thought-provoking record about being a father. Or tell us about how he really does want to be in love, how he does really want to have a family. He would love to, have a wife. I'll tell you what Drake has that Kanye, I don't think has anymore. I think Drake has a devoted fan base for his music.
Oh, yeah.
Kanye has a fan base. People like Kanye, whether it's for the antics, whether it's for the sneakers, whatever else, but you might not necessarily be checking for his music.
Ain't nobody singing new Kanye.
And some found the wife bit to be a bizarre request. How you gonna make this man rap about wanting a wife/family? And on people wanting Drake to quote rap mature, check this out. It is crazy that Future is 40 and takes no heat for his music, but if Drake isn't talking lyrical, it is a bad album. Look, whether or not we like an album, if a dude sells 1 million records, then there's a lot of people listening. The world is bigger than your hood and Twitter. And on a side note, Charlemagne's comments about no one checking for Ye's music right now has also raised eyebrows, since so far in 2023, based on YouTube and Spotify numbers, it has been Drake, Eminem and Ye for the most part when it comes to most streamed hip-hop artists in the world on a monthly basis. So I don't know how he came to that conclusion. And Drake had more fire for Joe Budden when he shared this on IG. I thank God for this life and not having to come to rushed conclusions on Best Buy podcast mics. Everyone is catching strays right now thanks to Joe Budden, and Gilly the Kid reacted, "Alright Drizzy, enough is enough," laughing emojis. And while some believe Drake is the perfect example of money can't unlame a lame, this response went viral that got me rolling. "I'll trade every ounce of quote cool in my body for $1 billion, laughing my bum off." And when this was brought up to King Crooked, he stated, "When athletes retire, some become commentators, so I think it is a dope natural progression to do so. If you openly critique an artist, then it is fair game for the artist to engage. The press coverage ultimately helps both sides. Hip-hop barbershop conversations aren't going away. I'll be honest here, when it comes down to it, it is so mismatched that the only ones benefiting from this are Joe Budden and Charlemagne. It is win-win for them. Drake engaging with them is ultimately lose-lose, even though he also spilled some ice-cold facts about Joe Budden, and on the Crook's post, more Joe Budden hypocrisy got aired. So my issue with Joe is you can't criticize what you don't like about Drake, but then have people like Ransom and others such as yourself doing what Joe wants to hear, but then not speaking on it. That's when the comments commentary becomes disingenuous. And while hip-hop media heads like Ebro are still asking, are 99% of you rappers are failures by Drake's standards if Joe Budden is, some have gone into detail about how Drake was right to call him a failure. Joe was a one-hit wonder. He was the first rapper to go to YouTube with a swollen eye after getting punched in the face. He was the fifth man on Slaughterhouse. He made a career out of hating the new up-and-comers, punking dudes he knew wouldn't fight back. He tried a battle rap, couldn't take over that. Diddy threw him a lob. Now he's a podcaster. And speaking on Diddy, 50 Cent recently reacted to Diddy being linked to Pac's case. He shared this on Twitter. Damn, so Pac got lined by Brother Love, LOL. Time the lawyer up, ish might get sticky. Perhaps this is in response to headlines like this: Assassin's Greed. Diddy paid $1 million for Tupac Shakur's assassination, gangster Keffe D claimed, before arrest for rapper's murder. And the plot thickens as Drake has been dragged into the mix based on rumors that have lingered for years. Can't believe Diddy did to Pac what Drake did to XXXTentacion, and the debate continues. The person who set him up was sitting right next to him in the BMW. All those bullets and Suge got a shoulder wound. That will be all for today. Share your thoughts below. Thanks for watching and see you on the next one.